Jose, my brother, how you doing?
Hi. Hi, man.
You coming in nice and clean, which is good. You looking well. I saw the recent posts on Twitter. You've been doing some amazing stuff with all the food that you've been disseminating to all the people there. Fantastic, man.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
So Jose, last time we tried doing this, I had a few audio problems, but you're coming in nice and clear now. So let's get into it, my brother. EatBCH. Tell me about it. What have you been up to? How'd you get started with EatBCH?
Well, we started on mid-February after we had about a month thinking what we could do to help people here. And after I saw the usefulness of cryptocurrencies, especially Bitcoin Cash, for how fast and how low the fees were, I saw the possibility that something like this could exist. And we started it on February and on our own kitchen, making the meals there on one location. And it's been barely 2 months now, and we have 8 locations now that we're working with. And, you know, we feed hundreds of people every weekend.
That's amazing, man. So it's obviously not just you that's involved in this. You have a team that you're working with. How does that work? Do they have a salary? How does all the I guess the administration costs work? Is everyone doing this voluntarily, or how's that all set up?
Yes. They are volunteers, even me. I don't have a salary. This is pure voluntary work, and we normally find a person in a location that we found that we see that is, is in very, in a very crisis situation, and that needs a lot of help, and we find somebody there and contact them, see them if they are willing to volunteer, and they themselves, something that we found out is that when they start, preparing a small meal at the beginning, people in their own community wants to help. They want to do something too, and they volunteers in the cooking, they volunteers in helping everything they can, distributing or helping set up everything. Their own community forms around it in a way that they all can help, because they want to help everybody.
Absolutely. I see this thing as rather contagious. I mean, I've been watching the mini documentary EatBCH, and just seeing all the stuff that you've been doing. And the more that you see the impact that it's having, the more that you want to get involved. So I can understand people that are volunteering. When you see the impact of your work, I can understand how people want to do more. And I just think it's amazing the fact that it's so easy now. I mean, I use something called Cointext, and allows me to send a few dollars or even a few cents, and there's no hassle. I mean, with a typical system, if you wanted to send money overseas, you're gonna have to go through a bank, pay I don't know how many dollars, or maybe even hundreds of dollars, depending on how much you want to send it. And the fact that you can avoid all of that stuff, and I was checking out one of your tweets just a moment ago that we have a peer-to-peer electronic cash-to-food system, and I think that illustrates it really well. I mean, essentially, you now can transfer your money to food just like that, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, that's something that I really like on cryptocurrency. I heard about Bitcoin, many years ago on the news, online, but I didn't really pay attention to it because I didn't have money to invest, so I was out of the game until recently, until January, when my brother got into it because somebody tipped him $2 online, and it was that easy. No bank account details, no ID. Yeah, that person had to know his real name or his full name or any detail at all. Just an address, and that's it. That's how easy it is. And for me, that was an eureka moment that this was something useful. It was an important tool that could do important things, and I saw the possibility that could be done for something like this, and help to get donations directly.
That's awesome, man. So what kind of impact does the money have? I mean, I'm in Australia, based in Melbourne, Australia, and I'd imagine the currency is probably worth a bit more than the Venezuelan dollar. So I'm curious, like how much does $20, how far does $20, something like $20 go as far as impacting, helping the people in Venezuela?
The Venezuela currency is called the Bolivar, and we started this in February. the average minimum wage job was around $5. So you work 1 month for $5, and right now it's less than $1. That's how fast, the inflation has affected the economy, and people are working entire months for cents. So $20 really are very helpful. On locations, we normally put $10, $20 in a location that have 50, 60, 80 people, and they're able to feed everybody there, just with $20. So it's very helpful. You can do a lot.
That's awesome, man. And are there any other organizations that are starting things like this, trying to do this with other cryptocurrencies or even Bitcoin Cash? I mean, obviously we're aware of EatBCH. Are you familiar with any other companies that are doing what you're doing? Or are you pretty much a pioneer in this area?
I'm not sure, man. Organizations that use cryptocurrencies directly, how we're doing, I have no knowledge of, really. I know of other organizations, old-fashioned organizations that receive donations, but you cannot really know how much of it are going directly to the help the people that they're supposed to help. And that's something that I want to EatBCH to be something different, to be more transparent and more trustless. So, I think it improves everything. It gives confidence to the people that this is something that will really have an impact on someone's life, and it will encourage donations, and in that way we can help even more people. So that's something that I wanted to get right since the beginning.
That's awesome, man. That's absolutely amazing. Because I know that there are obviously a lot of other charity organizations around the world. You have World Vision. You have there are too many to mention. But the fact that with EatBCH, it's simply a matter of sending an SMS message, and you know that it's having a direct impact. I think that's what makes this so appealing. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're checking out this documentary, be sure to go to EatBCH. I have the Twitter. Twitter details on my podcast here. You can send off something as little as even a few cents. As Jose was saying, it goes a long way. I mean, people are working for a day, not even getting $1. So this is a great opportunity to really have a tangible impact in people's lives. Jose, you are a gentleman. I appreciate what you're doing. It's absolutely amazing, and I'm glad to have someone like you part of this community. And is there anything that you want to share? Any details? Do you guys have a website or anything like that?
Well, I want to take this opportunity to thank the whole Bitcoin Cash community. They are really what made everything possible. Everything of this possible. Because even if I wanted to help, without all the support, that would mean nothing. So the support has been incredible from day one. Since I started the Twitter page and I started posting the pictures there. The support has been incredible. Right now we have the Twitter page where we post some things of what we're doing, and people can check it out. It's open to anybody that wants to see what we're doing.
Fantastic. Well, I'll be sure to put the details on this podcast. Jose, once again, I thank you so much for what you're doing, and thank you so much for being generous with your time. I know we've had to give this another shot, so I really appreciate that. But peace out, my brother. You keep doing what you're doing, and until next time, I'll keep in touch, all right?
Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome, brother. Peace out.